Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Libra, occurring on the 1st of April, April Fool's Day in the U.S. This is throwing a little bit, or not a little bit, a lot of trickster energy into this energy of the rising goddess, rising deity, dark mother, on the spectrum of Mother Earth as an example of this rising, pulsating anger that can be underneath the declaration of enoughness. And this is very much in flow with our spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, fall equinox in the southern hemisphere, whichever end of the globe you're at. This is about a seasonal shift. This is about acknowledging our power and the full acceptance of that by ourselves. So I pulled for you from the Energy Archaeology card, the Resonance card, and this is declaring the spinal column to be the energetic pathway that the guidebook will describe. And when in balance, the keywords are flowing and synchronistic. And the wisdom reads, resonance is both embodied wisdom and a doorway through which you can travel deeper. Your core energetic resonance, anchored at your coccyx or tailbone, is your primary guide and your highest truth. This is the resonance you feel in your bones and your soul. Foundational level beliefs, gifts, and wounds come up for you to heal, transmute, and integrate, bringing you further into alignment with this version of yourself. As you refine towards this energetic version of you, your day-to-day resonance is variable, influenced by seasons of healing, aligning, and integrating. It teaches you discernment and alignment to your path, and it teaches you the difference between something that resonates with your core and a passing resonance with an energetic or nervous system state you may be experiencing at the moment. Hold this wisdom closely and allow it to guide you deeper into yourself, until the whole of you is lit up with the vibration only you can transmit, your core energetic resonance. And this is coupled with the honesty card. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. This is very much around your foundation, the area that is about your home, your family history, your narrative, even your voice. This is about your ancestral lineage, even the root of your soul. So there's this powerful, I wouldn't say shift. I think this is more of a declaration of your values and principles, perhaps in the context of family of origin or selected family for some of you. This can be about your domestic environment, but I have the feeling that you are shoring up your boundaries in a healthy way, in lieu of those who you believe will tell you what they want you to know or believe in order for them to get what they think is best for you, or for you to get what they think is best for you. I hope I'm making sense. There's a way in which you're going back to your always state, your eternal state. And this could be something that was overlooked or dismissed or even laughed at when you were smaller, when you were younger in your childhood. And now those values are coming clear through at a different point in your life, when you are having your sense, your intuition truly show you the motivations of others and the reason and sense behind your intuitive sight that valued those who were allies and those who really were focused on their own needs to the exclusion of yours. For an overall energy, the Three of Pentacles, there is a way in which your home base, your domestic environment provides you with a really creative and productive experience of putting something together. It can be a home. It can be a second home. It can be a new home in whatever way suits your time of life, so that you are moving into a community that is creative, that is productive, that takes joy in that, but that resonates at a fairly high standard of excellence, beauty, correctness, rightness, and overall practicality. Making something, a service or a product that is accessible to everyone, that everyone can partake of at some level. In the 10th house, this is the house of your social identity, the way others see you. The Queen of Cups, this is you all the way. This is always you at some level, and yet it affirms the sense I have that you are going back to some essential core expression of who you are, and that is caring, nurturing, attentive, noticing. It doesn't have to be your mothering or smothering something au contraire. This is you really looking at what deserves attention, what is needed, what is desired at a soul level. And you accommodate that for others through the meticulous care with which you attend to your own needs and desires. This can be nursing yourself. This can be healing or advising yourself, counseling yourself, knowing what you need to sustain your energy, your productivity, your collaboration with others, and that being primary as a model for others to experience through your actions. In the first house, the Hanged Man, your mundane, everyday mindset and perspective. The Hanged Man is about, as so often in life, the changes we begin to experience as the social world feels so very dense and chaotic right now. There is distinct ability to step back from the action of the world, from active communication or engagement, and really observe the self, witness the self in action, in order to recognize patterns that you have participated in, recognize the actual contracts and agreements that you may move through your family of origin with not with as an act of compliance, rather than as an act of will or desire. This is saying that as you recognize the difference between the two, even though the circumstances may not be different, you are seeing opportunities where you saw none before. You're seeing the safety with which you can express your desire, move your activities, your actions, your desires forward that are giving you unexpected uh, options and opportunities for change. This is you elevating your perspective so that you understand not just the other perspective in your empathetic, compassionate way, but that you understand your own needs better and you accommodate those in a better, healthier way. In the fourth house, the house that is being very much highlighted by this full moon in Libra, the fourth house, your domestic environment, the Fool. Yeah, it feels like you're ready to break ranks here. You're ready to go off in a direction that really reflects this sustained faith you've had in who you are and your way of doing things. There is an adventure inside of you. No matter what the external demeanor you carry or attitude you carry, specifically with regards to others is there is a desire to quest, to learn, to grow, to experience something different. You have complete faith in your ability to survive, to thrive, to exchange and engage with others at a level that you feel comfortable with. You want to open up your imagination, your dreaming mind, and this feels like it is to the service of something that you're building with others, something you're creating with others. This is beautiful energy. It feels like a real liberation, perhaps, as I said, a breaking ranks from a position you ordinarily occupied among family, close friends, an organization you work within. In the seventh house, significant others, the Seven of Wands. This is you really protecting yourself in many ways, even as you are validating your vision, your way of moving forward in the world, your opportunity to move freely into new adventuresome terrain, unfamiliar terrain, quite likely for many of you, distant travel. You are very clear about those that are aligned with you and those that are not. You really eliminate distractions to the best of your ability. You don't allow the familiar request or um, uh, demand for counsel or attention that you have in the past. Instead, you recognize that that robs you of the sacred space you need to explore your own creative language, your own creative narrative, and that you have a lot more faith in your ability to open up to something that's new for you, a greater desire to explore the other side of what you have already experienced. But you indeed are on the path that is correct for you. Dear Cancer, if this is resonating for you, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Thank you so much for the incredible support that I've been receiving from you, and know that your presence is always the most valuable energy for me. It sustains me. I feel the love and attention, and it is definitely appreciated. So I'm going to clarify the Hanged Man in the first house with the Ten of Wands and the Lover's card, the Fool in the fourth house with the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, a repeat with the Seven of Wands, and in the 10th house, the Queen of Cups with the Hanged One, another repeat. Okay, very interesting. So there is a lot of protective energy you know is necessary to move you forward at this time, to allow you to process change and to move you forward. But essentially, you're making a choice that is leading you away from the dutiful obligations you have served others, the way in which you have always abided by the rules, done the best for others. Hopefully that includes you, but it also feels like you're saving up, or you have saved up for something. You've gained an asset. You have inherited an asset, something that is changing the choices that you have. This asset has quite likely come through a deep connection, a serious partnership. Someone, a loved one, may have left you something, or the two of you built it together. And by virtue of some change in your physical environment, you may be receiving this asset. This changed opportunity is quite exhaustive. And in part, your need to retreat is in part to strategize, to allow yourself to accept this particular resource that you are now in possession of, so that you can figure out how to move this forward, how to benefit from this, how to leverage this in a way that serves your long-term interests and who you are. This deep connection really lives through this particular gift or inheritance you're receiving. There was some beautiful connection that provided you with the opportunity to build this with someone else. And the change in circumstance, and I'm not really clear what that is. It could be a physical loss, but it also can be any number of circumstances that have changed this. You are processing this dramatic change, this shift from us to me. And in the fourth house, the Fool is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. At any rate, liberated as you may feel from the past, you are still the hardworking, attentive, resourceful, and productive energy that takes the whole picture into account. You look at the way you're producing something, the way you're building, creating something with others, for others, as part of an expression of who you really are, and really the foundation for your desire to expand, to learn, to grow, to experience things that are unfamiliar to you, but that you are absolutely sure you will benefit from. This could be you looking at new markets, new communities, new audiences far afield, and your ability to take those, to learn those communities or audiences' needs, and to take those needs into account as you're building something or rebuilding something for the benefit of others. In the seventh house, the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Cups. And this is really the necessary protection to keep your cup full. And this has as much to do with the ability to sustain something in a healthy way, yourself primarily, but also something that you're building, something you're giving to. You don't want to burn out. And it looks to me a bit like burnout has been a feature of some past experience, that you've given as much as you could give, you reached the end of the line, and you concluded that with something of value, an asset or a resource in hand. But you want to move that forward in a way that doesn't dry you up, doesn't suck all of the life and the love out of you, that keeps you focused on what you enjoy and what supports you, what is moving towards a larger goal. You want to have something to contribute over and above the need to always take your needs and desires into account and fill those, heal those. In the 10th house, the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Hanged One. And this is really your declaration to the world that you need sacred space. You need a time to figure it all out. You need a time to release the frame of reference that once you navigated by, because that frame of reference is no longer supportive of the goals and the aspirations you have now. So this is about recognizing that in healing, in resting, you very much need rest, Cancer. I do believe that Cancer in general is a sign that honors its sleep, its rest, its relaxation in a way that is benefiting you immensely right now. There is no amount of sleep, rest, relaxation that can do anything but help you, and you will be clearer think clear, see more clearly, and from a more inclusive perspective with that rest, understanding that you are putting things together in a new way for yourself to address your needs. I'm going to finish this reading with a crystal oracle and hope that this reading's been insightful for you. I pulled the Lenten Rose, and the key word here is protection. Conserve what you have, save a little. It's so interesting. This really does relate to the 1st and 7th house. You have saved, you have earned something that you now have. And that is the result of your ability to save a little over a long period of time. And that protection, that protects you from a time of rest and recuperation, keeping others at bay while you restore yourself. Thank you so much, Cancer, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.